Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that most people only dream about. Here's what nobody tells you about owning a $250,000 luxury sedan. After 6 months with the 2025 Bentley Flying Spur Mulliner, I discovered things that Bentley's marketing team would never mention, and some of these will absolutely shock you. 6 months ago, I got the keys to what's supposed to be one of the most perfect luxury cars money can buy. The 2025 Bentley Flying Spur Mulliner. Starting at $240,000, this isn't just a car, it's a statement. But here's the thing. Living with a car like this every single day is completely different from just driving it for a weekend review. I'm talking about real life. Daily commutes, grocery runs, road trips, everything. And what I found out has completely changed my perspective on what luxury really means. Look, most car reviews show you the best parts. The shiny leather, the smooth ride, the powerful engine. But nobody talks about the reality of daily ownership. And with the Flying Spur Mulliner, there's a lot to unpack. First off, let me explain what makes the Mulliner version so special. It's not just a regular Flying Spur. Mulliner is Bentley's most exclusive division. Think of it like this. If Bentley is already at the top tier of luxury cars, Mulliner is the absolute pinnacle. We're talking about hand-stitched everything, custom wood veneers that take weeks to create, and paint options that cost more than some people's entire cars. The level of customization is insane. My specific car came in a color called magnetic. It's this deep metallic gray that beautifully changes depending on the light. The interior is a stunning combination of beluga black leather with Hotspur red accents. And yes, it's true. Every piece of leather in this car came from bulls raised in parts of Europe where there are no barbed wire fences. Why? Because Bentley demands perfection, with no imperfections in the hide. That's the level of detail we're dealing with here. But owning something this special comes with questions. Can you actually use it as a daily driver? What are the real maintenance costs? Does the technology hold up over time? Is the ride quality really that good after months of driving? And most importantly, is it worth the staggering price tag? Let's start with the most obvious thing, the engine. Under that massive hood sits a 6-liter twin-turbocharged W12 engine. This beast makes 650 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers are wild. But here's what's even crazier. You don't feel like you're driving something with that much power. When you press the gas pedal, there's no drama. No loud exhaust pops, no violent acceleration that throws your head back. Instead, everything happens so smoothly that you almost don't realize you're doing 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. It's like being on a magic carpet that just happens to go really, really fast. The W12 engine is so smooth that at idle, you literally cannot tell the car is running. I've had people walk up to the car thinking it was off, only to be surprised when they see the dashboard lit up. Now, let's talk about fuel economy, because this is where things get interesting. Bentley claims you can get around 12 miles per gallon in the city and 20 on the highway. In my real-world driving over 6 months, I averaged about 14 miles per gallon, with a mix of city and highway driving. Do the math. With a 24-gallon tank, you're looking at filling up every 330 miles or so. And premium gas isn't cheap. I was spending around $200 per fill-up, depending on gas prices. Over 6 months, I probably spent close to $5,000 just on fuel. That's something you definitely need to think about. But here's the thing. When you're in this car, you don't really care about fuel economy. The driving experience makes you forget all about practical concerns. The way this car rides is unlike anything else on the road. Bentley uses air suspension with something they call Bentley Dynamic Ride. It's a 48-volt active anti-roll system that basically eliminates body lean in corners while keeping the ride incredibly soft over bumps. The result is pure magic. You can be going around a tight corner at speeds that would make other cars lean heavily, and the Flying Spur just stays completely flat. But hit a pothole, and the suspension soaks it up like it's nothing. I drove this car on some really rough roads, construction zones, old highways with cracks everywhere, roads that would rattle any normal car to pieces. The Flying Spur just glides over everything. My girlfriend said it best. She told me it feels like we're floating 6 inches above the road, and she's absolutely right. There's this sense of isolation from the outside world that's hard to describe unless you experience it firsthand. Speaking of isolation, the sound insulation in this car is incredible. Bentley uses acoustic glass for all the windows. The doors are thick and heavy, weighing probably 60 or 70 pounds each. When you close the door, it makes this satisfying thunk sound that tells you everything is sealed tight. Inside, it's almost silent. At 70 miles per hour on the highway, you can have a normal conversation without raising your voice. The engine is barely audible unless you really get on the gas. Wind noise is non-existent. It's quieter than most living rooms. Now let's talk about the interior, because this is where the Flying Spur Mulliner really shows its value. Everything you touch is either leather, wood, metal, or glass. There is no plastic anywhere, and I mean nowhere. Even the areas you'd never think about, like under the seats or in the trunk, are covered in premium materials. The seats are upholstered in leather that's so soft it feels like butter. The diamond quilting pattern on the seats isn't just for looks. Each diamond is stitched by hand, and it takes hours to complete just one seat. The wood veneer in my car is called crown-cut walnut. It's this gorgeous dark wood with natural grain patterns. But here's what's so cool. Bentley cuts the wood in a way that creates a mirror image pattern across the dashboard. So the wood on the left side of the dash perfectly mirrors the wood on the right side. They call it book matching, and it's all done by hand. The same piece of wood continues through the door panels, creating this continuous, elegant flow around the entire cabin. All the metal bits are made from real, solid metal. The air vents are solid aluminum. The speaker grills covering the Naeem sound system are made from metal and feel substantial when you touch them. The gear shifter is made from something called knurled metal. It has this textured pattern machined into it, giving it a grip that feels amazing in your hand. Even the organ stop vent controls, which let you adjust the air vents by pulling and pushing these metal switches, are made from solid metal and operate with a mechanical precision that feels satisfying every single time you use them. This level of craftsmanship is what you're paying for. It's not just about speed or comfort, it's about the feeling you get every time you sit inside. It's about appreciating the thousands of hours of human skill that went into creating this moving piece of art. But does that justify the price and the running costs? We're going to get into the downsides, the unexpected quirks, and my final verdict on whether the $250,000 price tag is actually worth it. Stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the world of ultimate luxury, make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next part of this series. See you in the next one.